like geeking out on that, watching these videos.
Yeah, because the one he had before, it was like all coming out of like one socket, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
All of his electric, and yeah, his when you're talking about quality and rocket up the arse, that is the channel for me. I'm like, oh my
Oh
god, the
yeah, no.
editing, the style of the the lenses he's got, oh, it's just stunning. And like, yeah, I just think he's I only started watching him this year that I found him, and I just think it's fantastic.
Yeah, I think that he is fantastic, but I don't. I think people shouldn't be put off starting because they can't get the Paul David's quality, because
Oh no,
that's
absolutely
like
not.
fucking film quality. Like, come on.
Yeah, and when you look at the cameras, he's got just a couple of Sony A7 IIs, and it's like bloody hell, that's like 5 grand's worth of
Yeah, yeah.
camera right there.
I have a Canon M50. It's a 500 quid camera. It's I don't know how to use a camera very well anyway. Like, so it's my learning camera, and it's all I need at the moment.
Yeah, I like people probably know from watching my channel that I don't like spending money, and so I focus on cheaper gear. And yeah, I got pretty much all my stuff secondhand. And you just got to literally get what you can, get started. Because even if you like with editing as well, some people are like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Well, you just got to start and make it up as you go along, and then you kind of work out your routine, what works for you, what you like, and then you kind of you start working out your own style. I think you
Yeah,
can't go about copying someone's style too much. My editing style is nothing revolutionary, and it's not like I'm saying that I've found my own style, because it's pretty classic YouTuber editing. I
you
would say,
haven't.
with like,
You didn't start asking people to slap like yet, anyway. So
no, that's it. I was trying to think of like, oh, what can I say is like my thing for
your
the
man
like one.
Burltown is saying tap like now, and like,
Oh no, we need to come up with one. I feel
yeah, I had a few, but I don't know. We'll see. Like,
you just stroked your beard, stroke like.
well, yeah, I mean, stroke like now, but yeah, I do think you have to find your voice with the video editing, but it depends on what you're doing, really. Like, if you're educational, I don't think the video editing has to be as savage. Like, if you look at like a channel like Jim Stinnett, have you ever seen him? Real bass lessons.
Oh, that rings a bell.
He's like this Berkeley College teacher, and he just has the camera. It's fine quality, no fancy editing. He talks. He doesn't put up any tab, and then he just at the end he just goes, "Play along with me," and he presses play on his laptop, and he has a few hundred videos up, and the content is awesome. Like, he's doing Motown jazz. I've learned loads of stuff from him. So like,
Yeah,
really, just find your own way of doing it.
absolutely. And I think it's got, like I say, it can change the vibe completely. And whenever we're making films in work for my job, we always say that a bit of music can go a long way, and that if you
Yeah,
like add a bit of dramatic music to something, like you might think something when you're recording something, oh, this is a bit dry, or like this is a bit gonna be a bit rubbish, but then you add a bit of bouncy music on there, and it like lifts it up so much. So you've got to kind of
definitely.
match what you want to get out of it in the editing style as well. For me, I'm quite energetic when I'm passionate about something, um, and so that kind of jump cut style it kind of suits it, because I'm quite fast talking, and but then I do this is why the edit takes so long, is because there's so much of me going,
Yeah.
oh yeah, and this, it's quite erratic. So that kind of suits it, and thank God, because if I had to do it in like one take, I couldn't do that.
No, I don't. I was watching what's his name, Anthony Fantano, another guy who does the album reviews, and he does the quick cuts. He's talking, and then you see a cut, and I was like, hey, he's not doing these in one take. He's cutting the shit out of them, and then now I've started doing that. I just leave the camera rolling, and I just keep talking, and then when I'm editing, I'm just chopping it all up, make
Yeah,
some kind of coherent message come out.
I think it's totally about your audience as well, because going back to that idea of like instant gratification, people want it now, and just want everything in your face, and don't want to have to wait around for it. That is a way of making it bam, 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 really quick. Here it is, and you're instantly jumping, and it's grabbing your attention all the time. Whereas if you've got slow talking bits of pausing, if you've got a younger audience, then it's not going to retain that attention, and that retention is really important. Although interesting, I was looking at my analytics the other day, and it's not like my demographic at all. It's actually a bit older at the minute, but I think that'll change when I reach some more people. But
yeah, are young people playing the bass? Is there a lot of young people these days picking it up? I'm not sure. Like,
yeah, that's the thing, because a lot of people, you know, when they get to like 20 or something, might start playing because somebody needs a bassist, you know, and that's how a lot of people start playing. They're guitar players and somebody needed a bass player, so they just started playing bass. That's another pet peeve, though, is when you can tell when it's a guitar player playing bass and you're like, oh no.